Yo, YouTube, what's popping? It is 1/4 of the Bin Podcast here, and your host Hayden for today. Sadly, Isaiah will not join us. You'll find out why in a minute, but I had to do the intro today. I'm still depressed from last weekend, but all I know is that B-Hub is depressed with me because the Niners eliminated both of us, so fuck you. Anyways, I'm joined by B-Hub and MG. How are you two doing today?
I am doing very well. We got a lot to talk about today. Championship football this
Fuck
weekend
Adam Schefter. What?
and other things going on. So I'm excited, man. It's gonna be it should be a good day. Should be a good weekend in sports.
B-Hub?
Yeah.
It's the last weekend of football of multiple games for the year.
Yeah.
And after this weekend, it's only one game to decide who is the best in the NFL.
And now we're joined by a guest. He was on one of our episodes before, back in Spotify days. So if you guys remember that, shout out to you guys. We are joined by Cypress, a.k.a. Cypress. Why did you kill Isaiah for us? Why?
Well, again, the Flyers were on a 13-game losing streak, and I just had to get my anger out on somebody, and it just happened to be Isaiah. He was too happy. He was too happy. He just needed to,
And did you guys face the Kings too?
Yeah, we beat the team,
and we beat them too. Yeah.
For those who do not know, the Kings are Isaiah's hockey team.
I know nothing about hockey.
When are you making your decision on your hockey team?
I am. One day, I'm gonna pick the team that's winning it all, baby.
Technically, it's not bandwagon. If you're a new fan, you just chose a team.
Yeah, you happen to watch it, but
yeah.
We're joined by Cypress today.
Well, I'm a Predators fan. That's my team. I had to look it up.
That's how much we do not know hockey here with me and B-Hub. Anyways, we have a lot to talk about today, so let's get right on into it with Adam Schefter being a dumbass, tweeting out that Tom Brady is retiring when Tom Brady told the Buccaneers he is nowhere close to his decision. It's going to be a while before we find out. So, Adam Schefter, you played yourself. Can we get a round of applause for Adam Schefter, folks?
His sources are so good. Oh my god.
You hit the mic. But, Cypress, let's start off with a guess here. How do you feel about this Adam Schefter fuck-up?
To be honest, not actually shocked at all. It kind of didn't really actually hit me at first when he first reported it. I had no clue why, but this is probably it, because, he's done it before. And, it's just with whole Aaron Rodgers stuff last year and now this stuff this year. I kind of felt like that, Brady was still going to play next year, just because the fact he said, I think it was like last week, or it was like before where he was eliminated. But he said if he's going to retire, he'll want to retire on a Super Bowl, and I just really didn't feel like that this was the case, like he was really going to retire, but I'm not actually surprised.
And next year will probably be easier for him to get a Super Bowl in the NFC because Rodgers will probably be gone, Adams is gone, so there goes Green Bay. The Rams, what's going to happen with them? They have no picks to improve for the future. Like, next year it looks like Brady's next chance to do it. If you don't win it then, just retire after that. And then I'll go next because I have a lot to say about Adam Schefter. As you guys know, he is not my favorite. Yep, you're going to be... Grab your popcorn, grab your snacks. First thing first, Adam Schefter's a fucking dumbass who does not deserve the job he has. I think he should have a job in reporting, but not the head fucking reporter, because he fucked up on the OBJ news when OBJ has not said he was signing with a team and has not made a deal. He reported it too early. You also have all the Aaron Rodgers bullshit that he went through. The only thing he was right about was Aaron Rodgers was upset, and then he started making up stuff with the Rodgers situation, saying, oh, Rodgers is unhappy with LaFleur, when Rodgers was okay with LaFleur and the coaching staff and the Love pick. The only thing he was upset about was with the front office, and that's the only thing he was upset about, and Schefter made up lies about the team. He was upset about all of this. And then this is my final nail in my coffin for Adam Schefter. What's today with Tom Brady? You're breaking news. The biggest news, basically, we will see for a while. Tom Brady, the GOAT, retiring, and yet you fucked that up? I don't get it. How much of a dumbass are you without even thinking about contacting Brady's agent, Brady himself, the Buccaneers? You don't contact any of them before you break the news? That's just poor journalism. Because if you're breaking a story, you want to make sure you are credible. You're credible, you have all the facts you have before you announce it, and yet you don't do it. So Adam Schefter, you played yourself.
I mean, I'm not gonna go on the Adam Schefter rant. I mean, I think Adam Schefter is good at his job. I believe every reporter has had their fair share of fuck ups, so I'm not gonna just get on him for it. We can go to the NBA and look at Shams. He's had a few fuck ups in his career as well. So I mean, I'm not gonna do kind of go the route you're going, Hayden, but I want to talk about more about Tom Brady. I mean, I still think he is going to retire. I mean, obviously, I think he's going to announce it himself when it's official. But I mean, a few key things were said in the last week by Brady, Gronk, and some guys around the organization. Starting with Brady, saying that his wife doesn't like when he gets hit and when he takes tough falls and stuff, and a big part of retirement is what your family and your wife's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he feels like he needs to be spend more time with his kids. His kids are getting older. One of his kids are, I believe, entering high school this upcoming year.
Really?
So obviously, this is a pivotal part for him to be a father. And I still think he's gonna retire. And I mean, it's great. I mean, Brady, he's had a great career. He doesn't really have to prove anything anymore, or at least in my opinion. I mean, he's the greatest player
All
to
time.
ever play the game. And he's one of the greatest athletes ever. One of the most decorated and accomplished athletes. I mean, 7 championships in a sport where it takes a team. You win 7 championships in a sport where it's so hard, right? Because like you have like schemes and you have a lot of different things, and you have to change your scheme every year so you can be unpredictable. Just a lot of stuff that goes into winning a championship in football, and he did that 7 times, the most out of any player. He has more championships than any other NFL franchise. I mean, just a great player, bro. I enjoyed watching him. I enjoyed beating him in the Super Bowl. I didn't enjoy him ending our season a few weeks ago, but I think Brady. I mean, I still think he's gonna retire. I don't think really nothing changes. I think Gronkowski goes with them. Big Ben also retired as well. So I
So
just think we're near the end of an era. I think Brady still retires. Schefter, I mean, just got to be a little bit better on this one. But I mean, I still think he's one of the best reporters, probably the best reporter in football. Still got
nah.
a lot of good sources. So
Fuck
I mean, I'm not
Schefter.
gonna get on them because every reporter has their fuck ups. And also, this is gonna be the biggest news in NFL history. Their greatest player of all time is gonna retire. So obviously, everyone's gonna have their different sources talking to them and telling them things. So I mean, just a bad call by Schefter. He's obviously, like I said, still a great reporter, and I mean, shout out to Brady, bro. I want to make this about him. I mean, this
I
guy's
do too,
a
but
legend, bro.
I
I
wanted to
mean,
do that when we
this
know
guy
for
has
sure.
been everyone who's on this podcast right now, everyone who's recording with us today. Brady's been in the NFL longer than we've all been alive. I mean, it's just crazy. So, but that's my thoughts on everything.
I want to say this though. I went on a rant about Schefter because I fucking hate him after last offseason. But this, Brady, if you do retire this year, if you do retire while this is being uploaded, I just want to say, what a hell of a career you had. All my football memories have had you in it with Rodgers, Breeze, like just seeing this, like knowing that Rodgers is like the last one if you do retire Brady, last one left of my childhood. And I just want to say thank you for giving me a good NFL childhood. Thank you for making moments like losing to the Eagles. And also making the Falcons look like the Falcons. I'm grateful for that because fuck Atlanta. And I just want to say thank you for all the memories and everything I know. But as of right now, fuck Tom Brady retiring. Caleb Williams is coming to Wisconsin, baby!
He's coming to UNC.
No, he's going to Wisconsin. Fuck you. Anyways, be up, Cypress.
Well, what a career this man has had. MG and Hayden have pretty much said it all. The greatest player ever. The greatest player I'll probably ever see in my lifetime. And I don't know how Adam Schefter messed this up. I get being eager to drop this news, the bombshell news, but whoever his sources was, he needs to cut them off.
He
Because
does.
that's the biggest news, probably going to be of the sports year.
Until Mahomes retires.
Probably. Or like Belichick retires or something like that. But I don't know how you messed this news up. I'm not going to completely blame it all on him, but I'm just blaming him on trusting them without talking to his agent, without talking to the Bucks. Because Tom Brady said that he's not even close on decided what he's going to do, which makes me think he might not retire before free agency start, which is around March.
Yeah. It could be April, May, we find out.
We're almost 2 months away from that. Like, that's still a lot of time to think. Exactly. And I feel like Tom Brady would drop a video announcing if he's going to retire.
Oh, yeah.
And not just do it this way. Because, like, of course you believe it because it's like Schefter and it's news. But he's had a rough 2020 and 2021 breaking news.
Fuck Adam Schefter.
But you try to believe him. But when you think about Brady, when he's going to retire, he's definitely going to make a video or something.
Oh, yeah.
So
he
it made me think, like, is this even true? Then his dad came out and said it's not true, stuff like that.
I want to say this, too. You mentioned, like, the video stuff. He made a video in, I believe, 2020 offseason, like, where he signed with Tampa Bay with, where he said he's not retiring. And that's how we knew Brady's season was not over. He was going to go somewhere else outside of the Patriots. I think he will do the same thing for Tampa Bay if he stays this year or retires. I think that's how we're going to find out. I don't think we're going to find out from one of these big news sources. Just like how we're not. This is the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. We'll find out from the player themselves with these.
And there was news about him, like, telling Pat McAfee he was going to go to Indy to break that news with him.
Yeah, imagine if Brady does the same thing.
Can I say something though?
Yeah.
And here's a part of the reason why I am on the side of Schefter with some of this is that people are not talking about how Tom Brady's own company also tweeted out that he retired as well.
Oh yeah, then quickly deleted it.
So that also is what confirmed it for everyone too. So. I mean, I just want to make it clear, like, if we're going to talk about Schefter, I mean, his own PR team, Brady's own team at his own company said that he was retiring too, so...
I want to say this, we got
to make that clear as well.
I bet you his company had the fuck up like Schefter, too. They saw Schefter tweeting like, oh shit, Brady retired, let's say congrats, without even reaching out to him. And I think Brady saw that and was like, hey, and called him and said, hey, delete that, I'm not retired yet, I'm still thinking, delete that.
I want to know the conversation of that.
I do too. I want to know that conversation.
It's like if you're in Tom Brady's position, your own company, like they have your phone number, like they can easily call you.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, he retired. Brady's like, no,
no, someone's getting fired. That's all I know. Someone's about to get fired.
Oh yeah. My personal opinion, I think Brady might play one more year so he can hit 45.
I think
he's either retiring or playing one more year.
I think he's going to play one more year just out of spite now. Because everyone's celebrating. Like Cypress said earlier, with this, we were just showing, he was like, Tom Brady's going to play out of spite now, watch it. I was like, you know what? I could see that.
Yes, but, hey, if he is going to retire, great career for him.
Hell of a career, bro.
Yeah, just one of the greats. I've never really kind of paid attention to him that much, but until the 28-3 comeback, I'm like, all right, you know, I gotta start paying attention more to him.
Can we just acknowledge too how he almost had another comeback versus the Rams?
Yo, the Rams almost choked, but we'll get into them.
Cam Akers almost sold the bag.
Oh my!
And Cooper Kupp.
That whole team did. But
he was clutch down the stretch.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about another elephant in the room. My depression. Now, that team.
We didn't even let Cypress talk about it that much.
He did.
Come on, Hayden. Barely.
It's good.
He's good. Good over there? Oh. Anyways, we have a black screen from MG, but let's move on. Let's talk about Let's move on to how my Packers make me sad. For those who do not know, During that game, I have a crack in my monitor and a crack in my wall. They pissed me off that much.
How do you think I feel? Hours before, you streaming, you said, "Oh, you're gonna get my PC." Then you decide to break the monitor within 10 minutes of the stream.
It was planned. Like, dude, I don't know how the Packers did that.
I got every clip. I got every clip.
He has me crying. He has me after the game-winning field goal. I was like this. I was like, and just boom, one out of camera to punch the wall. He had me do. You have every fucking clip of me. You have me, bro. If you want to see the clip of me or Adrian and punching the wall, it's out on my YouTube. I'm not sure if B-Hub posted a clip of me crying on TikTok.
I think we did on the TikTok on the big podcast.
Is it on the podcast? TikTok, MG? You crying?
I believe
it was of the reaction
to the game when the field goes on the podcast.
B-Hub will the other clip will probably be on the TheBINPodcast TikTok. Link will be in the description to go check it out and subscribe to it. But yeah, that game was disappointing for me. Now I'm gonna have to see my team struggle.
Join the club.
Join the rebuild club.
Join the club, man.
Yeah.
Bro, the thing is, you guys made the playoffs and have hope.
Yeah, I'm gonna say our team made the playoffs. I don't know about your team. We gotta see what.
We have 3 first-round picks.
Yeah,
I only got 1.
Hey, bro, the Bears have 0 and the Niners, so you better be appreciative.
Hey, you're not wrong. The Niners have to win the Super Bowl, or is that first round?
Actually, draft another quarterback.
If we draft another quarterback, that crack will become a hole. I'm telling you that now. That crack.
I'll have the greatest time of my life.
Bro, by the way, if you guys want to see me rage or be happy on draft night, we will be streaming the draft on the TheBINPodcast.
Sam Howell to Green Bay.
If that happens, there's going to be a big hole. There's going to be a hole in my wall. There will be a hole in my wall if that happens.
Quarterback factories, bro.
Hey, part 2 with Green Bay Packers edition.
I'm just saying, bro. Quarterback competitions ain't nothing wrong with it.
If we draft a QB, that just shows we wasted that pick for Jordan Love. Like, I think that was we gotta play Love when Rodgers goes. We gotta give him at least 1 year. I say you give him 2. I say you give him 2, but
I would say 2 as well.
Yeah, I say like 2 years.
2 years, give him a chance, give LaFleur a chance, see if his QB he wanted worked out. If not, wipe the house. Because
let him run out until his rookie deal.
Because in a couple years, a good friend of ours, Benji, told us that the Packers will have a top 3 cap salary in the entire NFL in a couple years, and that would be great for a new GM and a new coach looking to make a mark.
I'll take Matt LaFleur.
No.
Nah, you guys want Sean Payton.
Like, I'll take him too, like, because there's a connection there.
Take his brother Mike LaFleur. Take his brother Mike LaFleur.
He's a Jets guy.
I know. Take his brother.
That's gonna be.
Thought Johnny would be pissed off.
Speaking of retirement,
I'll let the Jets be happy.
Yes.
I want to say something before we get into our predictions.
We're about to
Sean
just
Payton retired.
Yeah, we're so many retirements happen and false retirements.
Big Ben.
Sean Payton. Cypress, you want to go on the Sean Payton Big Ben retirement? You want to go first?
I'm gonna talk more about Big Ben. I don't really know much about Sean Payton, but for Big Ben, you know, my mom was a Steelers fan. Pretty much my whole mom's side of the family Steelers fans. So
Yikes.
like, just hearing about them talk and whatnot, and also a couple of YouTubers who I watch are Steelers fans and whatnot, and just talk about. It's pretty much what they hear. They say the same thing. It's like great football player, not so good of a human being. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame, obviously, because that stuff kind of died out.
Mm-hmm.
But he should have retired a few years ago. Like, you could just see the way, like he threw. He couldn't throw past like 15 yards and whatnot. It's like great career, but should have retired like way
like
too
once
early.
the AB and Le'Veon thing happened when they both left, I feel like it was just like okay, like
it was just Thomas House, in my opinion. But shout out Mike Tomlin. He made them.
Hey guys, I got news from Ian Rappaport.
Oh boy.
This
Live
was
news.
tweeted out 2 minutes ago from at
Uh-oh.
NFL Network. Tom Brady does intend to retire per several sources close to him. The pushback appears to be based on timing rather than his eventual decision. So what that is saying, it's looking like he's retiring.
Yep.
So discredit
I knew
everything I
that
said.
that was gonna happen.
Bruh, what is happening?
Brady's gonna retire.
Imagine they're running this too.
This story probably isn't going to be decided until like 1 week.
I know.
Next week. Like,
Right.
Hopefully,
You gotta
we'll...
play 23 years, man. You gotta
Come
play
on,
23
bro.
Like I said, it's happening at this point. I'm just waiting for it to I want Brady. I want to see Brady say it. That's all.
Bruh.
Yeah,
That's what I'm waiting for now. It's Brady. I think it'll happen, but I'm just waiting for Brady to say it.
But for me, as far as Big Ben goes, I mean, I kind of living in the state of Pennsylvania. Locally, you usually get Eagles games, and then you get Sixers. I mean, not Sixers. I'm sorry, you get Steelers games. Like that's probably the two teams that I pretty much have to watch every week because I live in Pennsylvania. So just seeing Big Ben for most of my life, as well as Brady, I always thought he was a cool quarterback. It was just funny seeing how big of a person he is, like how fat he is and how he moves in the pocket. Like that's honestly just was always funny. But I think he was a good quarterback, definitely a Hall of Famer. Had one of the greatest games of all time against the Cardinals in the Super Bowl. I think a lot of people will always remember that. He had made some clutch throws in his career. I agree, though. I think he should have probably retired like maybe 2 years ago. I think you could kind of see the decline a little bit. Then once Antonio Brown left and Le'Veon Bell left and, things started to go a little bit downhill, I think he should have ended it then. But, I mean, this is it now. This is looking like it's the end of an era, and Big Ben is the next guy out the door, and I hope he has a good retirement. As far as like him as a person, I mean, his allegations are tough. Like that's something you don't want to be accused for, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and congrats to him for making a good retirement and having a good career.
I will go next.
B-Hub, go. I can't.
What?
Sorry, just go ahead, B-Hub. Don't mind him.
I'll
What's
talk
idiot
about
doing?
Big Ben first. Congratulations for playing the most seasons for one franchise in NFL history. That's a great accomplishment to have. At the quarterback position, also, he should have retired after 15 years, to be honest, before he tore up his elbow.
Mm-hmm.
But congratulations on a great retirement. 2-time Super Bowl champion. Probably one of the greatest Super Bowls I ever watched was the Cardinals and Steelers. The first Super Bowl I ever watched, I believe. Or it was the Colts and Saints. Whatever. But congrats to him on a great retirement. And now I'm going to talk about Sean Payton. Congratulations on a great coaching career. I believe he'll probably come back, but right now he's retired. And as a Cowboys fan, I have nothing but love for Sean Payton because this man pretty much shaped Tony Romo's career. Because before he left for the Saints, he was Tony Romo's QB coach and pretty much made him who he is as the quarterback. So thank you, Sean Payton. He went to New Orleans after a hurricane.
He did.
And he made that team into a winning organization year after year after year. So congrats to Sean Payton and enjoy retirement if you stay retired.
Cypress? Did you go already?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, he went. Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that if I cut you off, B-Hub, when I said go. My headphone died, my Bluetooth one, so I had to plug in my wired ones. But, yeah, Sean Payton, fun fact, guys, he was supposed to be Green Bay's head coach. We hired McCarthy over him. He found out on a plane ride down to New Orleans for an interview, and I think he broke a TV on the plane. But Sean Payton, hell of a coach. I'm glad he won it with Breeze in 2009. It sucks to see Payton go. He was a great coach. He should have been in that Super Bowl over the Rams a couple years ago, to be honest.
It's not PI, I guess.
I guess so, B-Hub, but...
Well, everything's on Anthony Brown.
What is pass interference?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
We still don't know.
You know what just popped in my brain? Both of these people that just retired had big allegations. Sean Payton had the Bounty Gate, And Big Ben had that allegation.
And
That's
Tom
kind of
Brady
crazy.
had Deflategate.
Oh my God, that's true. What is life?
You want to know the
Oh
difference
my
between
gosh.
You want to know the difference between one of those guys and the rest?
Those were football incidents.
No.
What?
One guy is a Super Bowl champion 7 times. The other guys aren't.
Come on, Payton, get your head out of the gutter.
My bad. But yeah, Sean Payton, hell of a coach. The only thing I don't like about you was the Bounty Gate shit, but you did stop Brett
He
Favre
pretty
from
much
winning.
killed Brett Favre.
Hey, you did stop Brett Favre from winning a Super Bowl with the Vikings, so thank you for that. But I just want to say, Sean Payton, hell of a career. And now on to Big Rapist Burger. All right, Big Ben. I'm glad we killed you in the Super Bowl. Murdered your host team just like Ray Lewis murdered that person. Wait, what? G's face is the best part of that. But
Bad joke.
shut up! I know. But Big Ben, hell of a career, bro. You just seeing you go, Brady goes, Payton goes. Oh, that kills me. That killed me as a fan. Growing up with them three, oh, that killed me. But hell of a career, Big Ben. You won 2, definitely a Hall of Famer, and have fun in retirement. Now, any other retirements we missed?
Let me look it up.
The unretirement of your YouTube channel.
8. Well, we talked about that last episode.
We were talking about that last week, but no, I think that's it.
All right, now let's finally move on to our pick'em. So,
oh my God, football.
So last week the winners were from the Dynasty were the Niners. Fuck off. And the LA Rams. So it is Rams versus Niners in LA. And then from the AFC we had the Bills, Chiefs. Oh, I want to talk about this game first. Bills Chiefs. What a fucking game.
It was a great game.
Best game I've ever watched.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. That Mahomes versus Goff a couple years ago, 54-51, I don't know.
Ravens-Browns, I think probably last year. That game was amazing too.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of great games.
I have that one too.
Change overtime.
Yes.
Change
the overtime rules.
I just think that because of the stipulation of this is that like win and go home, or win or go home,
Mm-hmm.
and just add like what they did, like what Mahomes and Josh Allen both did. I just think that just makes it one of the like greatest football games I've ever seen in my life.
I agree with that. I agree with Cypress.
What a way to finish off the playoffs, though, the divisional round. What a way. I just want to say this. They should change the overtime rules to basically both teams get a possession, and if both teams scored a touchdown, the next point wins. Or if like one team scored a field goal, another scored a touchdown, the team that scored the touchdown wins, like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just give the other team the chance no matter what. That's all. Like, I like how they have to go all the way down. I like how after both teams, like, let's say both teams did score the field goal and next score a win. I like that. But you gotta just do it, imply it with touchdowns, not just field goals. You do.
Yes, sir.
Because I know people are saying, oh, you should do college rules. If that happens, we're going to have 80 of fucking overtimes. This game would have 80 overtimes.
Yes, sir.
I just want to say one thing.
Yes.
I just want to say one thing about the Bills and Chiefs game. Shout out Gabriel Davis. What a hell of a game.
Yes.
4 touchdowns, 200 yards. Shout out Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Gabriel Davis stepped up when Stephon Diggs couldn't really do much. I think he had a 2-point conversion or something like that. But shout out to Gabriel Davis.
I want to say
shout out to Josh Allen. What a game.
Gabe Davis's draft stock rose up. I want to say shout out
definitely did.
I want to say a shout out to a friend of ours, JB. He called this shit, Gabe Davis being good this year.
It's a little late, but hey, it showed up when it mattered.
Hey, he was right when it mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was right in the big moment. So
JB's been pretty on it recently.
He has. Javonte Williams, too.
Cypress also is a Javonte Williams guy.
Cypress too, yeah. But, yeah, shout out to Gabe Davis. Shout out to that Bills offense. The defense, you just need a number 2 secondary. You just need a number 2 corner. That's all you need.
And a running back.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be nice too.
They got Devin Singletary and Zach Moss, an underrated duo, in my opinion. They just got to use them.
Yeah, but they just don't have that, home run
Thing
running
is,
back.
I think they should draft someone. You got great running backs this year in the first 2 rounds. Take it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but we'll get
we
into
can
that.
see next year.
We'll get into that for our draft. But let's get into these games. And then the final AFC game was Bengals-Titans. The Bengals won. Holy shit, no one expected this to happen. But the Bengals will be heading out to KC to face the Kansas City Chiefs.
Cincinnati Chiefs?
I almost said Bengals. The Bengals are playing the Bengals, but the Bengals are going to be heading out to Arrowhead to face the Kansas City Chiefs. And did you see what Joe Burrow said this week? He said, "Oh, that's going to be nothing. The SEC is loud."
Good for him. Let's see how that works out for him.
Yeah, I just want to say, this is going to be a good game. If you guys remember Week 17 between these two teams and Jamar Chase having a career high, which I think gave him that Offensive Rookie of the Year award.
This game is also in Kansas City. It ain't in
Kansas
Cincinnati
City.
like Week 17.
So
it's going to be a lot tougher.
I think this is going to be a good game in Cypress. Who do you have winning here and why?
This is one game. I kind of already decided for the NFC, but this one game I just have been so undecided the whole week. But I just think that this is a home game, and we all saw like what Patrick Mahomes can do at home. Only 13 seconds. I gotta go with the Chiefs. I like Joe Burrow, but I just think they still need a couple more pieces for both sides of the ball to finally get to that Super Bowl. But I think it's gonna be a very, very good game, close game, maybe like 31-27, maybe.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you know how in that Chiefs Bills game, Tyreek Hill did the peace sign? He got fined $10,300.
He gets fined every time he does it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Why does he still do it?
A joke? Because he wants to have fun.
Hey,
that's nothing to him.
The moment playoff game, like,
dude, nothing's gonna beat last year in the Super Bowl when Free shut him down and he did this in his face. That was the best.
When Winfield did that,
that was epic.
That was funny. I ain't gonna lie, Tyreek Hill deserved it too.
He did.
He really did.
He did. But B-Up, who do you have winning here?
Oh, I'm gonna go based off last game. I know it's a whole new game, but reading into the last game, the Chiefs lost 34-31 in Week 17. And just thinking about it, the Chiefs literally need to apply pressure on Joe Burrow. Because last game, Patrick Mahomes got sacked zero times.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrow last week got sacked 9 times, against the Chiefs 4 times. So that offensive line has shown it can crack under the pressure. But Joe Burrow makes them look so good with Jamar Chase, all those weapons. But I don't think this week he can lift them up. But I still think it'll be a great game. I've been on the Chiefs ever since they said Patrick Mahomes was broken. So I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are going to make it to the Super Bowl again.
All right.
Oh, Joe Burrow, though.
Yeah. I want to say this. That Bengals-Titans game, only reason why the Bengals won, because the Titans had more mess-ups than the Bengals. That was a poor performance by the Bengals offense. The defense got lucky a lot because Tannehill was playing like shit. This is not going to happen versus the Chiefs. You're facing a great Chiefs offense. You're not facing Ryan Tannehill. What were you going to say, Bia?
I thought Ryan Tannehill was better than Matthew Stafford.
Oh, I thought so too.
Some people.
We'll bring that up next matchup. We'll bring it up. But you're not facing a messed up quarterback like Ryan Tannehill. Will Mahomes throw a pick? Maybe here and there. Like he can throw a pick here and there, but it's not Ryan Tannehill where he is not a good QB. Like Tannehill is an okay QB, and I said it. He's an okay QB. He's not the guy that will take him over the hump. He's not the guy. I think he's below average QB. I think Ryan Tannehill's a below average QB, and I don't care if I get hate for it because that is something I truly believe. And look what happens when they needed Tannehill to step up and make a play. Look what happened when they needed Tannehill. His first pass of the game was an interception to, I believe, Jesse Bates. Guess what? You're not facing Ryan Tannehill. The Bengals are facing Patrick Mahomes. Did you have a great run? Yes, you had a run like the Titans did a couple years ago when they beat the Patriots. And then who did they beat after? I forgot. Oh, the Ravens. And then they came into Arrowhead and got embarrassed. I think the same thing's going to happen here, and I cannot count out Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce, who organized that 13-second drive, basically. And you got, of course, like the best quarterback in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, under center. I can't not count out this Chiefs offense. I can't. And I think the Bengals will put up a good fight, but I think it'll be too short because of that Chiefs atmosphere and that offense.
So the black guy goes last. Not a surprise. Chiefs
I'm
versus
black too.
Bengals. I think you got two high-powered offenses here. You got Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jamar Chase. Joe Mixon, I believe, is a top 6 to 7 running back in the league right now. You got Joe Burrow, who's been playing well. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. You got a lot of weapons on this Bengals offense. And same with the Chiefs. I mean, Chiefs have been one of the best offenses for like the last 3 to 4 years. And I don't think it's a surprise that they are one of the best offenses again. But I think I'm going to have to go with Kansas City because of two things here. I think the experience of the Chiefs, they've been in it the last 4 years with basically the same team. Everyone on the Chiefs team knows what it is. They know what they need to do. And when you look at the Bengals, they're just too inexperienced. And then the second point on why I have the Chiefs winning is that the offensive line play for those teams are completely different. I mean, look at what Mahomes is able to do with time in the pocket. He's able to carve up a defense. The Bills had one of the best secondaries in the league in the left in the playoffs, and he just made it look like a varsity team in high school. And then when you look at the Bengals offensive line, they're not able to protect Joe Burrow. They're not. The Titans exposed the Bengals offensive line. They kept sending pressure, even got pressure with 4 guys. 4 guys. So when you look at it, I just think that the offensive line is going to sell for the Bengals. And when Joe Burrow's getting pressured in the biggest game of his life, I just don't know if the experience is going to be working in his favor. I just don't think so. I trust Mahomes to get it done again, and I have the Chiefs winning 33-27.
Okay. Now, before we move on, guys, I almost got trolled by a fake Schefter report. I faked one because, like, I check Twitter if we're recording during the day for these big news stuff, like with the Brady's, like big signings and stuff. I check it because if we can break it while recording, we can. But I almost just fell for one. Oh my gosh! And when I just realized that, I thought of Tone Diggs from Pat McAfee when he got.
Wouldn't be surprised if it did fall for it.
Bro, the
It's
thing
you,
is,
bro.
it was someone with it was Adam Schefter.
It's you, Hayden. Are you even surprised that you almost got?
No. But let's move
Exactly.
on to the next game where we have the Los Angeles Rams hosting the San Francisco 49ers, which, fun fact, yes, Isaiah will be at that game. So keep an eye out in the nosebleeds for Isaiah. But
those tickets are expensive.
Yeah, and apparently the Rams are not letting people from North Cal get the tickets. They're restricting them. But I'll go first here on who I have winning here and why. And one thing that is a very common thing in sports is you can never, in football, you can never win versus a team 3 times. It is extremely hard. And I think
it's actually
that's
false.
True. Is it false? Yes, but it's extremely hard to beat a team 3 times. And I think that is going to be true. And that is why, when it matters the most right here, I have the Rams winning. I like the Rams, especially after what I saw from that right side of that old line versus Green Bay, where they allowed 4 sacks. This Rams D-line is way better than Green Bay's. You got Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Leonard Floyd. You have a great pass rush. You have top players at pass rush playing. and then you have Jalen Ramsey, who will lock up Deebo Samuel. I'm saying that because Jair locked him up, and Ramsey's better than Jair. You have these great defense facing the Niners offense, which is prone to mistakes. Because the Niners offense is not what won them that game. It was the special teams. And I think this Rams is going to be too good. And then on the other side of the ball, I think it's going to be a defense battle. I do. And that is why I got the Rams winning here with a final score of 14-10. MG, who do you have winning here and why?
I also had the Rams winning, but honestly, I think this is a lot closer than what some people might give it credit for, because at the end of the day, a kryptonite is a kryptonite, and when you look at these two head coaches here, they know each other very well. They've known each other since the beginning of their NFL careers. They were with each other in Washington, with the Washington staff, and they know each other very well. So, and when you look at it here, I think the San Francisco 49ers offense, it can't be slept on. I don't think Jimmy G is the greatest quarterback, but he is a winner. He knows how to win. That is something that no one in this chat can deny. The dude has one of the highest winning percentages of any Niner quarterback in history, and that's a fact. And when you look at the offense around him, Deebo Samuel, Elijah Mitchell, George Kittle, all guys who can be really good players. I mean, George Kittle and Deebo this season were probably top 5 at both their positions. And then you got Elijah Mitchell, who almost had 1,000 yards this season at the running back spot. You got Brandon Ayuk, who had a great second half to the season. So you had a lot of things with this Niners offense that went well. Obviously, you got the defense who just plays lights out when it matters the most. But when you look at the Rams, the reason why I have them winning, though, is because I believe the Rams have one of the most complete teams in the NFL. They have a great defense, especially that D-line with Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd being a guy who stepped up in this playoffs. You obviously got Jalen Ramsey. Other than getting beat by Mike Evans on that one play, he pretty much held his own the rest of the game. You got Eric Weddle, who, I mean, he's not the same as he was when he was with Baltimore making Pro Bowls, but he is a serviceable safety who knows the game very well. And then I just think the offense of the Rams right now, as long as they don't turn the ball over, they're going to win the game. But I have to say something of what Hayden said that I kind of disagree with, is that he was saying how the Niners offense was prone to make mistakes, but we don't talk about how the Rams had 3 fumbles last week and almost choked away the game as well. So we got to talk about the Rams offense being prone to mistakes. But I think this is going to be a really close game. I think the Rams are going to clean up turnovers. I think the Niners are going to come out and play well defensively and run the ball effectively. I'm have this game being 23-20 in the favor of Los Angeles.
Okay. 20. Okay. I think the Rams win. Cypress, who do you have winning?
I have 49ers winning, actually. Rematch at 2019. So when was the last time? I think I saw, last time not last time, Niners beat them, 7 times or something.
7 in a row, yeah.
I just kind of look at the matchup. I mean, yes, the Rams, I do agree with you, MG. The Rams do have kind of, the most, all-around best team. Mm-hmm. But I think just kind of, the matchups for the Niners, I think that's what makes it really difficult. And I think the Rams are going to be kind of limited at running the ball. Because Cam Akers fumbled 3 times, 2 or 3 times, right?
I think he fumbled twice, yeah.
Twice, yeah.
Wasn't it back-to-back possessions? Too?
Yeah, it was back-to-back possessions. So I think the Rams are really limited to running the ball here because the Niners front 7, I think, is better than the Bucs.
Oh yeah.
And if Cam Akers fumbles it twice in that game, I don't know what he's gonna do in this one. And yeah, I just think that the 49ers offense, they're banged up. Deebo Samuel's a little banged up, and Kittle was also too. But I just think that the fight within this 49ers team is just what's going to propel them to get to that Super Bowl. They're determined to win those games. They won it against Green Bay with a possible MVP candidate, Aaron Rodgers, and one of the hottest offenses in the league in the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. So I just think with the matchups, with Cam Akers fumbled the ball, and I think the heart of this Niners team is really going to win it. I would say maybe 17-14 would be the final score for the Niners.
Okay. I like that, and I agree with some of the things you said there. But B-Hub, what's your thoughts?
I don't know if I can agree with Cypress because I completely agree with Cypress.
Oh.
I'm going with the 49ers. All the pressure in the world is on this Rams team because they have to go to the Super Bowl. They have to win a Super Bowl. They have to finally beat the 49ers. Sean McVay has to finally beat Kyle Shanahan. And in the last, 3 years, they can't even beat the 49ers. And whenever the 49ers are fully healthy, they have made deep runs into the playoffs like 2019. They have to utilize the run. They have to utilize the run to win this game because that's their best asset in the play action also. Jimmy G in the play action is very good.
It is.
So utilize your strengths and utilize guys like Jawan Jennings. Use Brandon Ayuk. And if they can establish a run game, I think the Rams might not recover. So I'm going to go with the 49ers, and I got them winning 21-17.
Okay. I want to add something to B-Up's point. He is right about the Rams. They have to win it. It's Super Bowl bust for them because they wasted so many first-round picks building up the team with Jalen Ramsey. Von Miller, I believe they gave up a first-round. Correct me if I'm wrong. Matthew Stafford. Like, they don't have a pick, I believe, till the third round this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it is Super Bowl bust because the future is not bright for the Rams. You have to win this year or next year, or this would be probably one of the best teams on paper to go down in history without a Super Bowl.
And they're $9 million ahead of the cap, which isn't any Packers or Saints, but it's still they still have to let go some guys.
OBJ might go in free agency. You might see Von Miller go bye.
Yeah,
you have to win it this year, or Sean McVay is gonna be gone in a little bit.
I have one more thing to say.
Okay.
Yes.
What adds more pressure to the Rams is they're at home, but most of them are going to be 49ers fans. And the last time they played, Matthew Stafford couldn't even get a playoff. He had the, silent count or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's going to be more 49ers fans there.
Oh, yeah.
And what another thing people aren't talking about, if the Rams go to the Super Bowl, they will play at home again. That'll be back-to-back years. And that adds more pressure to them to play at home in the Super Bowl and finally beating your biggest rival, I'd say, in that division. And finally beating Kyle Shanahan. And I have been the biggest, Rams doubter here, I'd say, because I had them going one and done. But I was with you. I think I had pretty good reasoning. I think. But I think they lose in the NFC Championship. And I'm saying in the offseason, they might tear it down a little bit.
Hey, Orange is new black, Rams is new Packers. NFC Championship loss, according to B-Hub. That's how life goes. But
my calculation.
I just want to say real quick, today is a good day. Me and Cypress can say, because the Flyers won a fucking game in National fucking Hockey League about time in the year 20. We haven't won in exactly a month. We haven't won since December 29th. It's January 29th. We haven't won in a fucking month.
It's your first win since 2022. Welcome, buddy.
We're the only team to not win until
Let
today.
me search up hockey and see what's going on.
We almost went. We almost went the first month of 2022 without a win. That's crazy. We were this close, and we didn't win today.
It took us the last full week. We were 3 days away.
It took us the last game of our week and the last few days of the month on overtime. It literally took it's like this, bro. And the call got reviewed too. It almost wasn't a goal, bro. Oh my god, bro. That wasn't fun.
Let's go. The Predators are second.
Hey, 13 game winning streak for Flyers, bro. I'm calling it 13 game winning streak coming up.
B-Hub, my team's better.
Shut up, your team's gonna choke like an NFL.
Nah, it's an Avalanche year.
If the Flyers only won one game earlier, Isaiah would be here.
Hey, look. Flyers better go on a 13-game winning streak after going on a 13-game losing streak. It's destiny, bro. It is destiny.
Dude, the Flyers and the Sixers share a stadium, right?
Yes, and
So
the Sixers. I think. Hold on, I'm gonna get on my phone because the both teams play at home today. I believe the Sixers already have the court up and took out off the ice. I'm gonna go look this up
that
right now. I
is
also want to say too. I
that's
called it Cypress. I said that we were gonna choke, let them come back, and then when it was tied up, I said, "All right, the Flyers are gonna win overtime, but it's gonna be stressful." So I called
You did.
everything that happened
You
today.
called it.
MG. You said today would be a good day if the Flyers won and the Sixers won. Because that was me yesterday. The Bucks beat the Knicks, and the Avalanche beat the Blackhawks. So it was a good day for me too.
Can baseball come back?
I agree. Can it come
Yeah,
back?
actually, yeah.
Yeah, we all want baseball back in here.
My NBA team's disappointing. My NFL team's disappointing. I don't even know what the fuck's going on in hockey. I don't even know who any players are.
And the baseball
Can
might
the
not even
Boston Red
happen,
Sox
bro.
come back, please?
Bro, I just want baseball back because I want to do some baseball games this year.
Hopefully the Phillies make the playoffs. I
No,
doubt it.
hopefully the Brewers.
Waste
Red
another
Sox
year of Bryce
are
Harper.
raw.
Hopefully the Brewers won't disappoint me again.
Rafael Devers MVP.
What did I just send flying? I threw something on my desk and something went. I dropped my phone on my desk and something went flying. But MG.
Last time you threw something, you broke your monitor.
Shut up, B-Hub. And I just.
What was your question?
Actually, no. This is a podcast. We're supposed to speak.
Yeah. Hey.
Something I don't do often.
The
Get
thing
ready,
is,
kid.
I got muted. They muted me when with the Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry take. Isaiah muted me.
I would have too.
Good job, Isaiah.
You deserved it.
I did.
You
deserve that.
deserved it.
But anything else you guys want to say before we end it?
I would like to say that on the 12th day of Christmas, your mama is a mom, and she had a son, and she had a daughter, and the Flyers still suck. The Sixers won't trade Simmons, and I'm gonna die. The Eagles lost to Tampa Bay. I don't know what I want to do with my life.
At least your NFL team does not get your hopes up
Shut
every
up.
fucking
Packers
year
suck.
and
Why do you ruin
No.
everything?
in the playoffs.
I actually have one thing to talk about.
Yes.
What?
I hope Damian Arnett gets some help because
Yes.
he's definitely going through some stuff. Because
Okay.
I don't know, like 9 days ago, he got signed to a futures deal and he already got arrested. I hope he gets the help he needs, and I hope this opens his eyes to see what he has and he takes advantage of his athletic ability, because if this keeps happening, he might
I swear,
be
if
like
Vegas ruins Carr like it ruined like Rose and Arnett, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I'm gonna just show everyone this meme, and I ain't gonna say nothing. Here we go.
Fuck Adam Schefter.
he got arrested.
He got, bro.
He said, I'm your
He's
father.
been getting shit on, Adam Schefter. He's been getting shit on all day, and I'm all for it.
R.I.P. Adam Schefter.
But anything else you guys want to say? Since B-Hub got
My
off?
last words is, this was a good episode. Thank you, Cypress, for joining. B-Hub, I hope your hearing gets better. Hayden, I have no
That's
words
not
for
going to
you
happen.
because
It's just like going to
you know what?
decline
I gotta
every
give
day.
Hayden credit. He didn't say anything too stupid this episode. And we usually don't get an episode without Hayden say something stupid. So you didn't say something stupid yet. I don't know. Maybe you might have something in the end, but
we said that one episode that I fucked up the
I was going to
audio.
bring it up.
That's what.
so
Let's hope
he
you don't
hasn't
have
said
that issue.
anything stupid yet. So credit to him for now. But yes, but ladies and gentlemen,
you're signing off?
Sixers are the greatest team of all time. Bye.
Funny joke. Talk to me when MB has a ring. YouTube be up with
He does. He has an engagement ring.
I'm talking NBA ring. Anyways, Cypress, anything you want to say before we head off?
No, just thanks for having me on, and Flyers finally won.
Question: Can you bring Isaiah?
Can you revive Isaiah
Can
back
you
for next
revive
week?
him for next week?
Yeah, he'll be on next week, or at least I'll try. It's kind of
Are
hard,
you
but
sure?
I'll try.
Okay.
No promises.
Okay.
And thank you for watching.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, go check out my channel, MG's channel, and B-Up's channel. The TikTok link will be in the description if you want to see me cry. If not, you can go back to my Packer stream and see me crying there. But thank you guys so much for watching. I want to say thank you for Cypress for joining us. We had fun, and stop killing Isaiah for us, please. Please.
I'll try not to. I can't help it, man.
But
you know,
if you guys haven't already, hit that like and sub. And as always, fuck Adam Schefter!